Hey, what's up? What's up? It's Jobi the One here on the very first episode of my newly formed podcast, the Jobi the One podcast. I know, creative, huh? Basically, this podcast is going to be centered around chasing your dreams, following your passions, your goals, the creative stuff, the intellectual stuff, whatever it is that gets your juices going. This podcast is going to be about that. Whether it's climbing that mountain, releasing that song, cosplaying as that character, just getting the job done, not putting off anything. This podcast is about that, and I hope you enjoy. What's up? What's up? As you've gotten from the intro, I'm Jobi the One, and this is the very first episode on a new creative journey that I'm going down. So I thought this first episode should probably be about me. Why I'm basically doing what I'm doing. And so let's go ahead and get into it. Why am I doing this? Well, I can say it probably starts about 2020. I've had tons of goals and stuff, but I really was never hit hard by anything as much as I was watching Jacob the Carpetbagger on YouTube. He's a YouTuber that travels to museums, special attractions, oddities, all sorts of cool stuff, which if you see my YouTube, you see that I go to some of those places. And those are basically because of him. I started writing a bucket list of all these places I wanted to go to that I seen him go to. And basically, I thought, I really wanted to do that. And one of the people I would share these kind of like dreams and goals of mine was with my mom, and because she had her own, she always wanted to be a missionary. That was her big dream and goal. She was really big into Jesus and God, the Christian religion, which I am as well. But she had the heart to want to serve people, and we'd always talk about these dreams and what we want to do and how we're going to do it. And when she would find somewhere where she can go help out at like a food bank or something like that, she would always share with me, and I would always send her photos at the time. Whenever I would go to like somewhere like Silver Dollar City or somewhere in Dallas, just wherever I went, I would always send her videos, and it was kind of like our little thing is to share that with each other. Well, in 2020, later that year, my mom ends up passing away, which, as you can probably guess, it took a hard blow on me. And I thought, I cannot, like, and I'm weird like this, but I cannot, like, basically let her die. And I've got to share that special part still. So, with some of the inheritance money I got, I ended up buying this computer, and I ended up buying my Canon camera. And I thought, I'm going to basically create videos, traveling videos, and that's exactly what I did. I didn't have the editor I wanted at first, the video editor. I had just the basic one that came with this computer, and it was all right. It did its job. But I thought, man, I was really enjoying it, and I wanted to take it to like a little next level, because I really, not that I ever think that like I'm going to become famous and make money off this, but I really thought, well, this is the passion that I like, and I really want to invest in that passion of mine, even if it's for me 60 years down the road to just look back and see all the stuff that I've done. It's like my own little video journal. I want to do that. So I got a video editor. I started making other kind of videos, though, like I started my own horror genre called The Guilty, and it's basically just clips of characters that I've came up with, like cosplay. One of my favorite ones that I've come up with, one that I've stuck with the most, is Mr. Friendly, and I've actually invested in Mr. Friendly by my the way he first started was my dad gave me this mask that he found at a Dollar Tree or a Dollar General, and it was like a very cool looking, like wicked burlap rabbit looking thing, and he was all scary looking. And on first sight, I was in love with him. Like, I like the way that mask look. I still have it. I don't really use it as much anymore, but I still have it. I love the mask. I've actually found a second one that was similar like it, but I haven't used it in anything. But I ended up meeting this guy through Instagram, which he loved that character, the Mr. Friendly guy. So he said he wanted me to get a legitimate mask, and he sent me to another guy on YouTube, which actually made the Mankind mask and some other masks for the Young Rock series. If you've seen that, he made the mask for those. He made my leather Mr. Friendly mask, which was quite a chunk of change. I think it was $450 to invest on a mask. To me, is quite a chunk of change. But yeah, I just went off on a tangent there. Basically, going back to where my mother had passed away, I had got the Canon, I'd got the laptop, and I had that bucket list that I was telling you about in the beginning. I had that bucket list where I had written all these things, and now by this time, I probably written some more. I got like 6 pages of it. It's actually, for anybody who's viewing it on the YouTube, it's my bucket list. I carry this in my camera bag. As you see, there's tons of stuff from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, to Monument Valley in Utah, the Zion National Park in Utah, Salem, Massachusetts. I want to go there just in general, and I want to go there in October. But once again, I'm going off on another tangent. Um, but yes, I with these bucket lists, this camera and computer, I had everything I really needed to basically do these goals that I wanted to do, and I was already expanding into the creating my videos to where stuff I didn't really have to necessarily spend money on, like the horror projects or just going to my local cemetery. That's another thing I started to do. I've always, as from being a kid, I've liked cemeteries. I know that's probably weird to some people, but to me, it's just something else I like to do, and it's free, and I like free. And so basically, with that, I have created a YouTube channel. If you want to follow it, it's Jobi dash the dash one, and that would be like the underscore dash, not the middle of the sentence dash. Sorry about that. I just had a hiccup. And yeah, with this YouTube channel, actually, one of my purposes of doing this was actually to inspire other people to be creative and follow these passions, like, because I think people just look too far ahead and they're trying to see the end goal. And I think like my favorite part about it, when I like retell people about like these stories or places I've been, is like some of the journey of getting there. Like, I can plan an adventure to, let's just say, like Amarillo, Texas, and I know some of the stuff I do, but it's always the surprises that pop up that make like the journey or the trip the best. Like the people I've met in the hotels, the surprise like museums or botanical gardens that I've been to, just stuff like that was like really what made the journey the best. Or the food, obviously, always the food. Um, yeah. Also, sorry, I'm getting off on so many tangents. Like I said, this is episode 1. I'll be more clear. I'm just trying to unload some of myself onto this first episode. And I, as a person, am everywhere. Creatively. Hold on, my little camera stopped here. All right, we're back rolling with the camera. As a person, I am, like I said, creatively everywhere. And work wise, I'm everywhere. I'm trying to do everything at once. The man of many hats, I like to call myself. Um, where was I? I just went off on another tangent. I said that how many times? I'm done doing that. Like I said, first episode, I'm gonna get out all the jitters. Second one will be more constructed. I basically just wrote an outline of stuff I wanted to talk about, and that's what I'm gonna put on this episode. So let's go ahead and do what are some of my goals slash passions. And one of my goals would be, like with my YouTube channel, is to inspire somebody to follow their dreams. Or like I had an old podcast and it was called Barely Awake and Highly Baked, and what we basically did was smoke weed, and talk about people who were actually chasing these dreams. And that was so freaking inspiring. I met so many cool individuals from that who are doing the exact same thing, who are like at whatever part of the road they're at, trying to climb their way to their happy place in whatever creative outlet they are following. And I thought that was very cool. And that was another thing, to inspire people. I really want to inspire people to just follow your dreams, not just get off work and call it a day. I would rather people, whatever free time they get, push it into that creativity spot that is in their brain, that is in their heart. Um, some of my goals in just my personal self would be to travel, explore. I would like to hit the Route 66 the whole way within a year or two or three. I give it 1 to 5 years is what I've given myself. I want to go to Orlando, Florida pretty bad because I want to knock out Universal Studios. That's a big one since I was a kid. And that one I'm actually going to do this year. I'm going to make that one happen. Stuff like seeing all 50 states, the New Orleans, like spooky grave, since I'm into that. I want to I want to meet certain people, like, and I know some of them may be out of the realm of possibility, but I don't believe in the realm of possibility if, you make yourself believe that it's not a realm of possibility. Sorry about that. I don't even know what that means. I want to meet the carpetbagger, one who helped kind of push me into this direction. I want to go to Transformation Church. That's kind of the church led by Michael Todd here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I think it is. I want to go to that church. Basically, it got me back believing into God and all that. It got me basically wanting to change my life for the better because at the time I wasn't doing the best for myself, and that got me telling myself I am marked by God and I do have some worth in this world, basically. Um, get my phone away from that. I want to see Orange Cassidy. Whenever the 2020 pandemic was happening, I was watching a lot of AEW wrestling because it was a hot new wrestling promotion. And I saw this guy, Orange Cassidy, which kind of is like I don't know, he's like a kind of a comical, really athletic wrestler. And I thought he was just freaking neat. I like the fact that he does those whole little hands in his pockets and he does little soft kicks. I don't know. You have to check out Orange Cassidy. He's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like him. I really like that kind of wrestling that kind of takes the piss out of it, if you will. Some other goals, I want to go to like see all Smithsonian's. I'm a big museum guy. I want to see all the Ripleys. I want to see all the wax museums. I love wax museums. Even though they spook the bejesus out of me, I love them. I also want to oddly go to the Spam Museum, and that's one I've seen on Carpetbagger. I don't know why. I think it's kind of odd that there's a Spam Museum, and I want to see that. I think that would be very cool. I also want to go to that Noah's Ark where they have like the replica. I want to see that. My younger nieces already went, so I'm jealous of when people go do some stuff that I haven't got to do. I am completely jealous, and I am jealous of a 12-year-old. I will admit that. Uh, I guess like if we want to talk about some goals that, let's say, some goals like if I could make like one goal that I thought I have in mind, I would like to make a living off editing videos or off my camera, whether that be recording or just taking photos, just something that realm. I think that would be freaking spectacular. I would like to live that dream where I could go travel to places, see new people, meet new people, see new things. Like I would absolutely love that. That would be one of the goals, is just to make some change off this equipment that I buy, and it would just put me in the position to be able to use this equipment to further myself in my journey of progress. Um, I have this weird kind of goal, and I said this like when I first started. I want to have pro wrestlers come contact me to make some sort of content, whether it be like on a podcast or it would be like me taking photos or making like short videos. There's a dude that does some awesome work. It's Tusslemania. He makes the coolest videos. He's one person who I have found that inspires me a lot. I think he is just the bee's knees, if you could put a word to it. He is freaking awesome. And yeah, I would like to get on that guy's level for sure. I think he is awesome. I do, in saying that, get on this guy's level, I do know that I want to add my own creative touch because I think I have my own little niche and stuff. But he is just freaking awesome, and I like what he does. He is up there in close with the professional wrestlers, and that's a dream if you've ever been into pro wrestling like I have. I guess to kind of wrap this up, what would I like this podcast to be? One thing I would like it to be is not so sporadic. I would like it to be more formed, and I guess I could have done that, but I'm one of these people, if I overthink it, I probably won't do it. Kind of like today, I just made it happen. I met this guy whenever I was in Wichita, Kansas, and Chris Bazzi. He's an awesome photographer. He had a dope camera. I seen him with his camera, and I asked him where I could find. They have a statue of the lady who went in there with the hatchet and like cut up the bars during the Prohibition. I wanted to find it so I could take a photo of it. He actually ended up talking to us. He said, I told him about basically like the goals. Basically, I spit it out probably crazily like I am today. I spit out what I wanted to do. He said, man, he told me I'll get there, which I thought that was just cool. But now my get there has changed a little bit. I think, like I said, as long as I'm just making stuff creatively and keep continuing with it and don't let it go, I've got there. And if I can make a little change, that would be just I got there times 10. But yeah, he was telling me a story about him like having problems like just putting stuff out there in the beginning because he wanted perfection, and he now looks at it like just put stuff out there because you're gonna basically learn from failures like this. Like, not saying this is a failure, but just from the stuff that I'm gonna re-listen to and I'm gonna catch and I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna learn from it and I'm gonna make it a little better. Um, yeah, so basically that's why I'm doing this. I'm just putting it out there. Um, and I will fix some of those stuffs, the roughness. I would like this to also become something for people to listen to, just to relate to somebody who's in the same struggle as you. Like, we are all working towards something, hopefully, and especially if you're in a creative, we're all starting from somewhere. You know, I understand not having the most amount of money to do stuff or time. I mean, I don't have the money because I'm saving up for stuff, and I also don't have the time to go out and explore as much as I would like. But it is what it is. I mean, we all got our stories. Me, I'm a father of a beautiful daughter. I've got a girlfriend which I'm trying to buy an engagement ring for. I'm trying to get us a house. I moved to a new location to help start up a company. I'm living basically living in the company right now because the rent around this area is insane. Who pays $2,000 for rent? I need to know what kind of job they have and why you do that in Oklahoma. That is insane. I was paying $850 for 2 bedrooms. I mean, it's small because I like to collect a lot of crap, but man, I'm gonna stay there until I find something that's reasonable because there ain't no way I'm paying no freaking $1,400 to $2,000 to basically be imprisoned in a house. There's no way. I won't have no money to do nothing, and I'm not about that. I like to go do stuff. Man, them tangents. I might have to control them tangents. I might not. I might listen to them and be like, that's some real stuff. I'm a real person. I make real mistakes, and I am really weird, like most probably real people are. What would I like this to become? Basically that. Basically something for someone to listen to and realize you're not the only one trying to follow your dreams. You're not the only one struggling to follow your dreams. I think that's part of the grind of it. Yeah. Basically, that's it. we're all dream chasers who are chasing a dream, and we're hopefully gonna find what makes us happy about chasing that dream. Basically, yeah. Um, I wrote good question on here because I don't know where I want this to go. I don't know how long this will be. I don't know how long these episodes will be. Right now, it's sitting at 21 minutes. I think that's pretty good for now. Basically, in an end note, if you're working on something creative this week, put a little more extra time if you can towards it. If you're holding off on releasing something, just go ahead and release it. Or maybe pass it to somebody, like at least get it out to a couple years and see what they think about it, and maybe that'll help you boost your confidence. If you want to follow me on social medias, you can follow me on Instagram at JOBI underscore the underscore number one. Also on YouTube at that same name, JOBI underscore the underscore one. And yes, I hope to basically interact with somebody on this, maybe collaborate. You never know where this can go. If you got a dream you're following, you want to put it out there on the internet. Hopefully, I'm going to get this up on Spotify too, and that'll be under Jobi the One as well. Yeah, I hope everyone just has a blessed day. I hope everyone follows them dreams and don't give up. That's the main thing, is don't give up. I think it's all right to take breaks, because sometimes you just hit that dead end, but don't make a break longer than a break. No retiring early if you can help it. Everyone, stay blessed.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here